I'm starting 75 hard today. My husband and I have decided to do this challenge together. I wanted to do some kind of our own version and substitute or change things, but I listened to the Andy, whatever his name is, podcast, 75 Hard one, and he says, you know, if you do that, it's not the system, it's not whatever, I don't know. I just got motivated to do the actual thing. So we are going hard. We're doing the full 75 hard challenge. Day 4 of the 75 hard challenge, and I just got back from the gym. I've been going to the YMCA basically every day, but they don't have childcare Friday afternoons. So Nasheed stayed with the kids at home. My husband, we're doing the challenge together. So he worked out at home, which I could have, but I really just wanted to walk on the treadmill for half of my 45-minute workout because I'm so sore, like so sore. I ran a mile the day before we started, which was probably not the best idea because that was the first time I ran since having kids, like before having kids. And then, so I was like super sore from that, and then I did like a full body weights workout with like squats with the bar, and I have not done that in a long time, so I'm super sore. But other than that, it's going really well. I'd say the hardest part is definitely like getting the second workout in. It's just such a time commitment to do 2, but I did go to Zumba yesterday for the first time in probably years, and that was super fun. So it is a really good challenge. Like, it gets you to be intentional and do things. Day 7 of 75 hard now, so it's been a week. I have lost a couple pounds and I feel really good. I'm super glad we're doing it. There are so many benefits and so many things that's like I wouldn't have done this and I wouldn't have pushed myself to do these workouts and whatever if we weren't doing it. I did catch myself starting to kind of worry more about calories than I really want to. I've had a problem with that before, just like calorie restriction. I don't believe that women should only eat 1,200 calories even in a calorie deficit. I just think that's so small, and I care more about macros and eating like the right amount of protein and healthy, clean food. So yesterday I got an iced coffee at Starbucks, so then I was like, oh, I need to do like a workout. My second workout needs to actually like burn more calories. It can't just be like a walk, and that's just not true. Like, it's much better to not try to do this like calorie 1-for-1 ratio kind of thing, because it doesn't add up and it's not healthy. It's not a good mindset. Day 17 of the challenge, and we're in Texas, but we're still working out and we're still following everything. I did miss a progress picture one day, but as long as I do the rest of the 75 days, I'm gonna call it good. On day 25 of the challenge, which means we're a third of the way through, which is crazy. I am finally starting to see, and not finally, but I'm starting to see some like physical changes in myself, which is always encouraging and helpful. We made it through our whole road trip and trip to Texas, which with my family, it's usually like lots of sweets, lots of eating, but we just told them ahead of time, like, we're not eating that and we're doing this challenge, so we have to do 2 workouts a day, and it all worked out and everyone was supportive and nice. So now we're just getting back into routine. It is day 42 of 75 hard, and I have not updated in a little while. I got sick last week, so that was definitely the hardest so far, but we made it through. did 2 workouts a day, even having diarrhea and an upset stomach and a fever. I'm not gonna lie, one of the workouts, half of it was a stretch cool down situation on the ground, but I still did it. So I am counting that as a win. Day 42 feels really good, and it's just getting a little bit hard to, like, I am motivated and I for sure am gonna finish and wanna finish, but like mentally it is like harder right now. I don't know, it's just like, oh, we still have to find time to do 2 workouts a day, and still can't drink, like can't ever go on a date and have a cocktail or anything like that. So I did have a really fun mocktail the other night. I went out with my sister, and things like that like kind of make it fun, but also it's like not the same. So we're still going strong. So it's day 58 of 75 hard, and I'm feeling pretty good. Definitely had like a slump of just being kind of annoyed with the challenge in general, like not wanting to do another workout, having to do 2, just becomes kind of overwhelming when you have so much going on, especially like with kids and schedules and my husband's work and whatever, but we're trying to do it together, and it's been going really well now. So it's just a bunch of roller coasters throughout the whole time, but I can't believe we're on day 58. I feel like it's gonna go by really fast. Like day 75 does not feel very far away. I could be wrong, like some of the last few days could be the hardest, but right now I'm feeling motivated, I feel good. I've lost a total of like, I haven't talked about results a lot, but I've lost a total of maybe like 14 or 15 pounds at this point, 14 I think. So yeah, I feel really good. It is hard when like I had my period this week, and it's like, I don't know if I was a little bit bloated or just emotional, but I didn't feel like I was seeing the progress as much. But I think that's just a mental thing in general when you are on a health and weight loss thing, journey, whatever you want to call it. Just mentally you can get into slumps, but that's okay. We're still moving forward, and that's why it's nice to have a challenge to, like, you have to stick to it and it makes you progress and keep going. So I do think it's been very worthwhile to do this challenge so far. It's day 66 of 75 hard, which means we've officially hit single digits. Like, we only have 9 days left, which is crazy. I feel like everything's going relatively well. There is definitely a countdown on for being able to just like live a little bit more normal. But we want to do some kind of like challenge or maintain some of these things afterwards. It's definitely like a life change, and obviously, like, yes, it's not sustainable to do 2 45-minute workouts a day and like never drink alcohol and whatever, like never have cheat days or anything, but the whole idea is like the mental toughness and the discipline side of it, and I do think that that's really been beneficial for my husband and I, and you know, our hope and goal is just to continue on with this. So we did have a little bit of a conversation of what will continue afterwards, and I think there will be like certain rules or boundaries in place, because I just do really well with that, and I think he's more go with the flow, but I do really well with like confined boundaries, like still not eating sweets and only eating them on like certain special occasions, only drinking like 1 night a week, once a week, mostly because it is just really unhealthy. It's also super expensive and like clouds your mind and everything. So there are definitely things that we're gonna try to keep from this challenge. It's been super good for us. But day 66, we are almost there. I'm like looking at this tan burn I've got going on from walking outside every day. Come here. I was just talking about Baba and I's exercise. Do we exercise every day? Yeah, and we go on walks outside?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're about to go on a walk. Baba's almost done working and then we can go on a walk.
Yep.
That's the update.
Yep.
Day 70 of 75 hard, so we only have 5 days left. It's crazy. I'm in the car right now because I'm going to meet up with my sister, and I wish I was getting a drink, but I'm gonna get like a mocktail, or I think I try to like look at menus ahead of time now so that I'm not last minute making a decision. So I think I'm gonna get what they call a strawberry agua fresca, and they actually like make them at this Mexican restaurant. It's super cute, so I'm excited to go there, but I'm obviously excited for when I can be having drinks, which will be so soon. It has been a little bit tough to like make it through the finish line. You'd think that because you're so close it's easier, and in some ways it is, but it's also like, man, I'm just ready for the end. And also I'm worried, like, I don't want to just go off the rails, obviously. Like, that wasn't the point in doing the challenge. We're still going to continue. I think I've mentioned that before, but I'm so excited to be done. It's day 75, so we are at the end of the challenge. I'm so excited to be done, just gonna be honest, but we're definitely gonna be taking away a few things from the challenge to like morph into more regular day-to-day life. So I'm super excited to see what those habits and routines will look like. We'll see.